All right, we made it into Detroit. Ford Field's ahead of us, heading in for Monster Jam. Can't wait. Guess I was wrong. We're gonna have to wait. Trucks, trucks, trucks. I love monster trucks. Yeah, crush cars. What an awesome event, you guys. Monster Jam at Ford Field 2022. We went on Sunday for the 3 o'clock showing. We went to the pit party, as you saw in the footage. Just kind of a quick recap. Man, what an event. It was good to see Adam Anderson again. It's been a while. I used to be able to just drive down there to Digger's Dungeon and, check things out and just see what's going on, run RCs, whatever, hang out. And, good to see him again. He had a rough day. I felt for him, he made it to the finals in racing, but had a spin out at in the first corner there. And then just plagued with some problems after he went for something different in the two wheels. Huge sky wheelie. I wasn't filming it at that point. My brother caught the tail end of it. And, he landed weird and messed up something on the front right tire, wheel, axle. I don't even know. Wasn't sure. Locked everything up. They had to carry him away with two of the Cat front end loaders that they outfitted for doing that. But anyway, and then came back for freestyle. And I don't think it was a complete fix on that wheel because it came off pretty easily. Same wheel was a problem. So I felt for him. I know he wanted to get out there and throw down for us in Ford Field, and just kind of plagued with some problems. But awesome to see him. Awesome also, quickly diverting from this, what Weston did today with that kind of reversey front flip that he did is insane. He first year rookie, and he's out there slaying it, you guys. Then seeing Ryan, got 3 event wins, and he's just killing it out there on the West Coast in his series. But yeah, really cool to see what those guys are doing, and keep following them on social media. I'll tell you, Ryan, Tyler, and Bari put out a hilarious video following those guys in the social media that they're doing. If you're not, you should be. It's wild to watch, and they're super funny. So anyway, back to Ford Field. It was actually a really good show. I'd never done the pit party there before. We'd done some smaller stuff and way back in the day at the Silver Dome. So this is my first time seeing Monster Jam at Ford Field. It's actually a really great venue for it. They did a great job with it. What can I say? I'll tell you what, a couple guys came out of the gate fast. The two wheels was pretty good. Bad Company surprised me, man. Gordon, I think it is, he just came out of the gate right away with that big air, and then he had that thing revving up high. It just added to when you can hear the engine revving up like that all the time, that they're just going for it. Came out with a good score. I would say he was probably the top 3. I would put him in third. I think he got bumped from that, but if I were the judge, and we'll talk about judging in a second, I think that for the most part, it was scored pretty well. I a lot of times watching, I think Todd LeDuc gets low scores that he doesn't deserve. And I don't know what that is. I noticed it when I watched it on the show on TV and all that. And I'm always like, it was much better running than what they give him. And I always shake my head at it. Which kind of could make sense with Blue Thunder, but Monster Energy, Monster as a brand has a big name and it should already have some kind of appeal, but I never got it. Anyway, he did what he should have. He got the top in freestyle. I think that he played it safe. He knew he needed to get some run time in. He greased a few landings. Some of it was just kind of like just hitting it enough. But at the end, man, when he knew just to let loose, he did. And that big air that he threw down was something special right after the backflip. But I think the thing that put him maybe a little bit above Tom Meents was he ran out the clock pretty much. And after the big air, he landed the big air. So he landed it, and then he just went careening into anything that he could, which is just, Ragged Edge gets points in my in my playbook. So that was pretty awesome to see that he just kind of let just the truck go at the end. Meents actually did really awesome. I love that he was able to pull that moonwalk. His back end, that suspension seems to pop quite a bit. I know he's got really long suspension on that thing, and the way that it's set up is different than a lot of the other trucks with the chassis and all that. But you could see that back end definitely kicks up on him. But he used it to his advantage, pulled it into that little moonwalk off that jump, was really sick. He had a good backflip, and he had a really big, massive air as well. He didn't land it, but when you throw down like that, the people go crazy. So right away, he set the bar high. Like, he was like the second or third truck that went, and it was like, okay, this is going to be what it's going to be. All right, this is going to be a good day. And then there was, several trucks plagued. El Toro Loco couldn't run. Kraken didn't really get much in. Adams' run was cut short because of the wheel coming off. And so there was definitely some issues running and plaguing some of the other trucks, Saigon Shaker. So there's only, a few. I thought that Black Pearl actually threw down, Cole Vennard threw down a really good run. And then his wheel came off, which was fantastic at the end. And it's always tough because, the independents versus the trucks that have a little bit more funding, I would say, in it. You kind of see that when it comes to freestyle. Not always, but sometimes you definitely see that in the way that they throw down, or at least I think I do. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong in the comments if you want. But yeah, man, it was good. Now, I do have to say about judging. I wanted to get on there and give Todd LeDuc a really high score, and the judging wouldn't work. There's no wheel to slide up and down. There was a couple times where I couldn't get in and actually use the judging. So I don't know how many people that happens to and how many people actually get to judge when it goes down. So it's a tricky thing because it's clunky, and it was clunky in Orlando, and it was clunky here. Or you're sitting there you can move the slider and you're just slamming the button, but it doesn't submit. So it's kind of a bummer. And so when you see that, and then you see the scores, and then you're kind of like, as a person in the crowd, if you're part of the judging, you feel kind of let down by that. So that's a kind of a bummer in the way that system works. I get it. They're pushing forward. They got to do stuff that's innovative and allows the crowd to participate. And I think that's cool. But it is kind of, when it's not working, my wife is just like, I'm not even going to bother because it's not working on my phone. So she didn't even do any scoring. So it's a bummer that that's how things are judged. And that we're not just like, I kind of almost feel like they should have judges, and then, say there's 3 judges, there's 2 in-house judges, and then they give a score, and then the audience score is a score, and then you tally up those 3 and you get your score. So you have a voice. It's like, or you do it where you have 5 judges and then you drop the low or the high, like they do Olympics. Maybe they drop the fan one, maybe they drop the other based on where it is in the merit, just to know that whether you got a score that was just ridiculous or not. I would love to see something like that. I'm not the one that gets to choose these things. I'm just saying it's kind of a bummer the way that it goes down. And I know people say that all the time, but felt it this weekend. I remember feeling it in Orlando, that it just didn't work right. But anyway, overall, the experience, what can I say? These guys are sending these things. If you go to the pit party and you get to see how big the jumps are and you get to see how big the gaps are, wow. You know, video doesn't do it justice. Even sitting in the stands doesn't do it justice unless you've been on the floor and seen how high everything is to start with, and then judge how high they're going above that, plus how far they're going from the jump face to landing on the pod in the middle. It's impressive. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. This is different. It's not RC, but it was my day. We had fun doing this. You know, our RC, a lot of it's revolving around monster truck stuff, so it does play in a little bit. I mean, I've got the Gravedigger panel on the wall here, Son of a Digger on the wall there. You know, we're into it fully, so we love it. But thanks for tuning in. Have fun RCing, guys. Catch you next time.
Blue Thunder and Todd LeDuc. That will be an impressive matchup to watch.
Finals. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, Todd LeDuc, Blue Thunder.
Both are lined up and ready to go. Let's go finals!
Studios, I'm Scott Jordan with this week's Power Rankings. Ryan Anderson retains the top spot
given right
in the
there.
championship in Anaheim. Check out Brandon.
Yeah!
Harrison in Gravedigger. Give it up.